little hamster. Multi-purpose.
Please stop and watch this video. There are huge protests going on in Iran right now because of the death of a 22-year-old woman. Mahsa Amini was arrested by Iran's morality police because she was showing some of her hair while she was wearing the hijab in public. She is now unalived, being taken to hospital while she was in police custody. The Iranian police said that she has died because of a heart attack. Her family have said that she does not have any health issues or anything of that sort. Medical scans have shown there is serious damage to her brain, indicating that she has been struck to the head. She was killed due to being beaten by the Iran morality police. Iranian women are shaving their hair, taking off their hijab and burning their hijab in protest of Mahsa's murder. The hijab should be the individual's choice if they should or should not wear, not the government's choice. For people to lose their life because they are choosing to wear or not to wear the hijab, it's inhumane. Iranian authorities have almost completely shut down the internet so that this could not spread anymore, so that the world does not know what is going on. We need to spread Mahsa Amini's story so that this does not happen again. It is our choice what we want to wear, okay? It is not the bloody government's choice.
He was on my windshield.
Oh my God! What kind of snake is that?
I don't know. I called the
rattle. Yeah, it's not, but it is. It's wow.
and so I called.
wow.
I called the police. I
would
said,
not come help her.
"No."
Can you imagine driving?
Knock it! No! I'm missing! No! You're stepping on drunk. Stop. Oh.
Other people are making iPad films. Factory manager, why don't you do it? I can't even finish making the tempered films for mobile phones. Look, so many orders. We don't have time. Are you being lazy? Why do you do so little?
I'm a rookie here.
A newcomer? I'll see how you're doing. Let me test one. Place cover directly on the phone. Pull on the dust removal strip. Slide your finger up and down this slot. Tear off the sticker. Fully automatic adhesion. Lift off the lid. Attaches quickly. Done. Wipe the edge. High transparency and still in HD. Without any bubbles. Let's test with some water. This has an electroplated process. Covered in water droplets. See how the water moves along the screen? Now the sturdiness test. Wow, the fit is very tight. This glue does a good job. Oh, it still hasn't snapped. Oh, with two hands. Oh. Look at this crack. Do you like our tempered film?
I was not allowed to hang out with friends. I was not even allowed to socialize really with anybody.
This woman shares her experience growing up in a cult.
So this is a story of how I was born and raised into the cult of the Light of the World Church. That little baby is me, and those are my parents bring me before the church to basically promise that they're going to do their best to raise me inside of this church. Cult. So another thing in this church is that you're practically forced to wear skirts. And I say practically forced because they always say, well, nothing in this church is forced, everybody has free will. Yet, if you're caught wearing pants or leggings or shorts, they will literally shame you and call you. You are then baptized by the minister, and he grants the ministers the power to take away our sins. Fast forward to age 19, after spending my entire life literally sheltered from the world because I was not allowed to hang out with friends. I was not even allowed to socialize really with anybody who was not from the same faith, because then they would say those conversations would basically corrupt your mind. So you were very sheltered and they gate-kept you in this church. And that's how they always win. This was in May of 2019. The whole reason I went to Mexico was to see Nason in person. We were all invited to a special event in celebration of his birthday. While at this event, they really pushed on us to not take any videos or pictures, and I kind of found that a little suspicious. However, I did take videos because I felt like I needed to record this, or else no one else was gonna believe me of how insane like these chants were. Because I had already been doubting, I was absolutely terrified of what this meant for my faith. So when the ministers and the group of bishops were telling us to not look at any news articles because they would corrupt our minds, I absolutely listened. I started going to church 3 times a day for about an entire year, only consecrating myself to church. Within the process, I even disowned my sister because she tried sending me court videos and I did not want anything to do with her. They would tell us that to stop talking to family members if they were trying to corrupt your mind. They would, use fear tactics to really keep us in the unknown. It had been already 1.5 years since we had been waiting, and I had not seen any court videos. As my eyes were opening up, I still kept kind of reverting back into my old ways of thinking like, no, this can't be, like they're liars, they're setting us up, like it's not true, it's not true. I now stopped asking God for the complete exoneration of Nason, and I started asking God to show me the truth. Once I started shifting the way that I was praying and really started praying with the true intention of following God, God answered my prayer. Later that night, I dreamt that Nason was not an apostle. I woke up crying and I asked God to show me, to confirm that dream that I had. Then God gave me another dream, and not only was Nason not an apostle, but neither was his father someone. Along with all the evidence that was being presented in court and the way that his lawyers were defending him, it was a no-brainer for me that I needed to leave.